Patrick Peterson.
Ooh.
Hey, we like Patrick Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan. Friend of the program.
Friend of the program. I think Patrick Peterson also, like, noted good dude, I think. Like,
Great dude.
Noted great dude. Like, I honestly, I don't think we say that about a lot of people that we don't. But I think our interactions with him have been very positive in numerous places. And then, like, you hear other people talk about him, they're like, good dude. This is a good dude, Patrick Peterson. So whenever he had this to say on his podcast yesterday, we were kind of all taken back because it was like, holy shit, Patrick Peterson is not the type of guy that would normally do this. But a lot of people said Patrick Peterson had to say this probably because he felt like it had to be said. Here's Patrick Peterson on the All Things Covered podcast yesterday about Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you think Cliff Kingsbury may be the scapegoat in regards to their struggles?
It ain't no maybe. He will.
He will be.
Yeah, he will be.
Uh-huh.
He will be. And the crazy thing about it, the guy who hired him will still have a job.
Yep. It sounds about right. Initially, I was thinking that they probably would stick with him because of the contractual agreement he has. But now just seeing how bad they've been, and then
they fired a coach after a season, man.
Yeah. And he signed that extension last March. But see, just verbally now, vocally, Kyler Murray is talking about, and I don't like how he's doing that. I think he should keep some things privately, but it tells me he doesn't care about his head coach. And he's putting everything on the head coach, basically saying
Kyler Murray don't care about nobody but Kyler Murray. That's just a matter of the fact.
Well, I got it.
Big fan. Well.
Hey, I can't argue that. I don't know that person. You played with him for a few years, so I got to take your word for it.
Well. You said something very real right there. Yeah. I don't know him. This is going to be heard by a lot of people. I think you actually, you see McFadden used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Super Bowl champ. You actually see him second safety, right? I think he was a safety.
Corner save. Yeah, corner.
Corner, strictly corner?
Corner, yeah.
Okay, hey, athlete out there.
Yeah, South Florida.
With RC and Troy, yeah.
Anyways, you see him as soon as Patrick Peterson says that, he goes, that's big. You said something big right there. Then Kyler Murray quote tweeted this because I believe Pro Football Focus put it on one of those quote pictures. And then Kyler Murray quoted the quote tweeted the quote picture tweet.
Yes.
And said, this isn't true. You want some weird shit, Patrick Peterson. You got my number. If you really felt like this as a big bro or a mentor, you supposed to call me and tell me, not drag me so your podcast can grow. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Now, what Kyler Murray just said right there, a lot of people said, yeah, that is what's going on. Patrick Peterson obviously trying to get clout. I don't think that's who Patrick Peterson has been ever. If you talk to anybody that really knows him, we might be wrong. But I do think Kyler Murray is reaching out for help right there from Patrick Peterson. I think that was very much a, hey, if you think this or you should tell me directly to myself. So maybe Kyler wants help. Maybe Kyler would like to chat with Patrick Peterson. And I'll be excited to hear what Patrick Peterson says after chatting with Kyler Murray, which I assume will take place. Is that how you think this will go?
I don't know, 50-50. But this was interesting. You know, I guess I'm kind of old school. I like kind of these type of things to stay behind closed doors. Usually they do. Or like amongst conversations, if you're with people, maybe in a group chat, and a name comes up, a player comes up, and it's like, he may look like that, but he's all about him. We hear it all the time, coaches, players.
Yes.
So this,
Kyler would not be the only human that this has been accused of.
Yeah. Great, and this is great players, it's bad players, whatever. And that's Pat P's opinion at the same time, and that is when you're on a podcast, when you're talking. Obviously, that's his cousin, that's his co-host. You're talking for an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is, you're more honest, you're more open with things. So that was a true statement. And then from Kyler's standpoint, I also feel like it's a fair point as well. Hey, you got my number. If you feel like this, you can reach out to me. So I get both sides of it.
It was a good joust there.
Yeah,
it was a good response by Kyler.
Great response.
Like, oh, shit, kind of put him in a little – that was a little bit of a closed Sicilian there. Kind of moved that there. Oh, because everybody was dunking on Kyler.
Yeah.
After Patrick Peterson said it's because of who Patrick Peterson is, because of how successful he's been, because of the human that everybody says he is. Yep. Whenever he says something like this, especially with things that have been happening with schematically we're fucked and chill the fuck down or calm the fuck down or whatever Kyler was screaming, and then the relationship, how it's going, let alone the clause that was put in the contract that might have been the start of this whole thing. It's like an easy thing for people to get behind when Patrick Peterson is like, yeah, it does appear as if Kyler doesn't care about anything, right? That's probably the problem.
You've been hearing, too.
Yeah,
it's not like a like a show. Oh my God, he only cares about, it's something you kind of been hearing. Same with Russ. This was something you heard in Seattle. Like behind, once again, if you're around somebody's name, he looks like that, but he's all about him. And then Team 3 obviously accentuates.
We would like to say we do not know Kyler here at this particular studio. No. Patrick Peterson does though.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the easy way out. We don't know him. We will keep our eye on this particular.
Their personal relationship.
Pat.
What was that? Pat P and well, P2 and K1.
Well, his whole relationship with the Cardinals didn't end well, correct?
Yeah, because he talked shit on
heard him.
Time, I
Yep.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he just talked
And
shit on him
Bidwell,
again
too.
there. Yeah, in there he said, but the man who hired him will keep his
Right.
job. I was like, oh, there's another one. And then there's another one. Got it. Okay. And then, but you don't really hear. I'll be excited. We got to move on because we have a guest, but I'll be excited to see how that whole thing pans out and what happens with the Cardinals. Everything seemed to be going good. Everybody gets long-term contracts that are in important positions, and then everybody that's in important positions hates each other. And then Patrick Peterson's like, I think I know why. I think that is pretty much what he said about all of them, not just Kyler, which this one said it about Steve as well, the owner. I mean, it is certainly a fascinating situation we got to look at.